Getting started with MetaMask. Open the Google Chrome browser and search for the MetaMask Chrome extension. It's important to verify that you're downloading the real MetaMask extension, as sometimes people are able to sneak malicious extensions past Google's filters. The real one has the following. First, it shows the ID starting with NKBI in the address bar. Second, it is offered by MetaMask.io. Third, it has more than 1,500 reviews. And lastly, it has more than 1 million users. Once you confirm you're looking at the correct extension, click Add to Chrome to install it. Creating a wallet. Once MetaMask is installed, you should see a new icon, the head of a fox, in your browser's toolbar. Click on it to get started. You will be asked to accept the terms and conditions and then to create a new Ethereum wallet by entering a password. Tip: the password controls access to MetaMask so that it can't be used by anyone with access to your browser. Once you have set a password, MetaMask will generate a wallet for you and show you a mnemonic backup consisting of 12 English words. These words can be used in any compatible wallet to recover access to your funds should something happen to MetaMask or your computer. You do not need the password for this recovery. The 12 words are sufficient. Tip: back up your mnemonic on paper twice. Store the two paper backups in two separate secure locations, such as a fire-resistant safe, a locked drawer, or a safe deposit box. Treat the paper backups like cash of equivalent value to what you store in Ethereum wallet. Anyone with access to these words can gain access and steal your money. Once you have confirmed that you have stored the mnemonic securely, you will be able to see the details of your Ethereum account, as shown in your Ethereum account in MetaMask. Your account page shows the name of your account, an Ethereum address, and a colorful icon to help you visually distinguish this account from other accounts. At the top of the account page, you can see which Ethereum network you are currently connecting on. Congratulations, you have set up your first Ethereum wallet. Switching networks. As you can see on the MetaMask account page, you can choose between multiple Ethereum networks. By default, MetaMask will try to connect to the main network. The other choices are public testnets, any Ethereum node of your choice, or nodes running private blockchains on your own computer. 1. Main Ethereum network. The main public Ethereum blockchain. Real ETH, real value, and real consequences. 2. Ropsten test network. Ethereum public test blockchain and network. ETH on this network has no value. 3. Coven test network. Ethereum public test blockchain and network using the Aura consensus protocol with proof of authority. ETH on this network has no value. The Coven test network is supported by parity only. Other Ethereum clients use the Click consensus protocol, which was proposed later for proof of authority based verification. 4. Ring-B test network. Ethereum public test blockchain and network, using the Click consensus protocol with proof of authority. ETH on this network has no value. 5. Localhost 8545. Connects to a node running on the same computer as the browser. The node can be part of any public blockchain or a private testnet. 6. Custom RPC. Allows you to connect MetaMask to any node with a Geth-compatible remote procedure call interface. The node can be part of any public or private blockchain. Note: your MetaMask wallet uses the same private key and Ethereum address on all the networks it connects to. However, your Ethereum address balance on each Ethereum network will be different. Your keys may control Ether and contracts on Ropsten, for example, but not on the main network. Getting some test Ether. Your first task is to get your wallet funded. You won't be doing that on the main network because real Ether costs money and handling it requires a bit more experience. For now, you will load your wallet with some testnet Ether. Switch MetaMask to the Robston test network, click Deposit, then click Robston Test Faucet. MetaMask will open a new web page. You may notice that the web page already contains your MetaMask wallet's Ethereum address. MetaMask integrates Ethereum-enabled web pages with your MetaMask wallet and can see Ethereum addresses on the web page, allowing you, for example, to send a payment to an online shop displaying an Ethereum address. MetaMask can also populate the web page with your own wallet's address as a recipient address if the web page requests it. In this page, the Faucet application is asking MetaMask for a wallet address to send test Ether to. Click the green Request 1 Ether from Faucet button. You will see a transaction ID appear in the lower part of that page. The Faucet app has created a transaction, a payment to you. The transaction ID looks like this: 0x7c7ad ... In a few seconds, the new transaction will be mined by the Robston miners and your MetaMask wallet will show a balance of 1 ETH. Click on the transaction ID and your browser will take you to a block explorer, which is a website that allows you to visualize and explore blocks, addresses, and transactions. MetaMask uses the Etherscan block explorer, one of the more popular Ethereum block explorers. The transaction has been recorded on the Robston blockchain and can be viewed at any time by anyone, simply by searching for the transaction ID. Sending Ether from MetaMask. Once you have received your first test Ether from the Robston test faucet, you can experiment with sending Ether by trying to send some back to the faucet. As you can see on the Robston test faucet page, there is an option to donate 1 ETH to the faucet. This option is available so that once you're done testing, you can return the remainder of your test Ether so that someone else can use it next. Even though test Ether has no value, some people hoard it, making it difficult for everyone else to use the test networks. Hoarding test Ether is frowned upon. Fortunately, we are not test Ether hoarders. Click the orange 1 Ether button to tell MetaMask to create a transaction paying the faucet 1 Ether. MetaMask will prepare a transaction and pop up a window with the confirmation. Oops, you probably noticed you can't complete the transaction. MetaMask says you have an insufficient balance. At first glance, this may seem confusing. You have 1 ETH. You want to send 1 ETH. So why is MetaMask saying you have insufficient funds? The answer is because of the cost of gas. Every Ethereum transaction requires payments of a fee, which is collected by the miners to validate the transaction. The fees in Ethereum are charged in a virtual currency called gas. You pay for the gas with Ether as part of the transaction. Note: fees are required on the test networks too. Without fees, the test network would behave differently from the main network, making it an inadequate testing platform. Fees also protect the test networks from DOS attacks and poorly constructed contracts, much like they protect the main network. When you sent the transaction, MetaMask calculated the average gas price of recent successful transactions at 3 GWei, which stands for GigaWei. Wei is the smallest subdivision of the Ether currency as we discussed in Ether currency units. The gas limit is set at the cost of sending a basic transaction, which is 21,000 gas units. Therefore, the maximum amount of ETH you will spend is 3 times 21,000 GigaWei, which is around 0.000063 ETH. Be advised that average gas price can fluctuate, as they are predominantly determined by miners. We will see in a later chapter how you can increase or decrease your gas limits to ensure your transaction takes precedence if need be. All this to say, making a 1 ETH transaction costs 1.000063 ETH. MetaMask confusingly rounds that down to 1 ETH when showing the total, but the actual amount you need is 1.000063 ETH, and you only have 1 ETH. Click Reject to cancel this transaction. Let's get some more test Ether. Click the green Request 1 Ether from the faucet button again, and wait a few seconds. Don't worry, the faucet should have plenty of Ether and will give you more if you ask. Once you have a balance of 2 ETH, you can try again. This time when you click the orange 1 Ether donation button, you have sufficient balance to complete the transaction. Click Submit when MetaMask pops up the payments window. After all of this, you should see a balance of 0.999937 ETH because you sent 1 ETH to the faucet with 0.000063 ETH in gas. Exploring the transaction history of an address. By now, you have become an expert in using MetaMask to send and receive test Ether. Your wallet has received at least 2 payments and sent at least 1. You can view all these transactions using the robston.etherscan.io block explorer. You can either copy your wallet address and paste it into the block explorer's search box, or have MetaMask open the page for you. Next to your account icon in MetaMask, you will see a button showing 3 dots. Click on it to show a menu of account-related option. Select View Account on Etherscan to open a web page in the Block Explorer showing your account's transaction history. Here you can see the entire transaction history of your Ethereum address. It shows all the transactions recorded on the Robston blockchain when your address is the sender or recipient. Click on a few of these transactions to see more details. You can explore the transaction history of any address. Take a look at the transaction history of the Robston test faucet address. Hint: it is the sender address listed in the oldest payments to your address. You can see all the test Ether sent from the faucets to you and to other addresses. Every transaction you see can lead you to more addresses and more transactions. Before long, you will be lost in the maze of interconnected data. Public blockchains contain an enormous wealth of information, all of which can be explored programmatically, as we will see in future examples.